there's a truth we've all been told over and over again. Just keep walking. Movement is life. Stay active and you'll stay young. And for years, even decades, that advice seemed wise. But today, I need to tell you something that may surprise you. Something that doctors and researchers are beginning to say, quietly, carefully, but urgently. If you're over 70 and you're walking too much, too often, or without balance, you could actually be accelerating the very aging you're trying to slow down. And it's not your fault, because movement has been glorified. Steps have been counted like gold. We've been made to believe that more walking equals more life. But that's not always true. And for seniors, especially those over 70, it can be dangerously misleading. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something clear. This video is not telling you to stop moving. It's not encouraging inactivity. It's not saying you should be sedentary. It's a wake-up call to pay attention to how you move, why you move, and what kind of movement your body truly needs after 70. Because walking, when done incorrectly, excessively, or in the wrong posture, can lead to accelerated joint wear, muscle loss, spinal compression, cardiovascular strain, and a false sense of health, even as quiet damage builds beneath the surface. If that surprised you, good. You're listening, and that means you're already ahead of most people your age. But before we go any deeper, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, like this video, because someone else, maybe someone who walks 10,000 steps a day out of guilt, needs to hear this truth before it's too late. Second, subscribe to this channel, because we don't chase trends here. We protect your longevity, your clarity, and your dignity, one truth at a time. And third, comment below with the words, "I move with wisdom," because that single phrase may be the shift your body has been waiting for. Now let me ask you something, gently but directly. Do you walk every day because you feel better, or because you think you're supposed to? Have you ever finished a walk feeling more tired, more sore, more stiff, but told yourself it was good for you? Have you noticed that walking long distances doesn't improve your balance, your posture, or your leg strength the way it once did? If so, then this video is for you. Because we're going to break down why excessive walking after 70 can do more harm than good, the warning signs your body may be giving you right now, and what kind of movement is actually better, safer, more restorative, and more supportive of graceful aging. Stay with me, because this message isn't just about steps. It's about standing tall, moving smarter, and protecting the body that still carries you, even after all these years. For decades, we've been taught that walking is the safest, simplest, most beneficial form of exercise, especially in older age. And that's not entirely wrong. Walking does offer important benefits. It improves circulation. It maintains mobility. It helps regulate blood sugar. It gives the body rhythm. But here's the part no one talks about. After 70, your body doesn't respond to walking the way it used to. The joints are older. The muscles are thinner. The balance system is slower. The bones are more fragile. And when walking becomes the only form of movement, done excessively, daily, and without rest or support, it can quietly begin to break the body down instead of building it up. Let's talk about how. 1. Joint breakdown and cartilage stress. Your knees, hips, and ankles are no longer 40 years old. After 70, most adults have some degree of cartilage thinning, especially in weight-bearing joints. Walking, especially on hard surfaces, with poor footwear or poor posture, places repetitive impact on joints. Over time, this can cause increased pain after walking, joint swelling, bone-on-bone friction, accelerated progression of osteoarthritis. 2. Muscle wasting and imbalance. Walking uses primarily the same muscle groups, quads, calves, hip flexors. It doesn't challenge the glutes, hamstrings, core, or upper body. So if walking is your main or only exercise, your body becomes imbalanced. You may lose muscle where you need it most, especially in the posterior chain, the muscles that support posture and protect your back. And as muscle declines, your metabolism slows, your balance weakens, and your risk of falling increases, even if you walk every day. 3. Postural decline and gait compensation. Watch a 30-year-old walk, then a 75-year-old. Most older adults walk with forward head posture, rolled shoulders, flat feet or overpronation, narrower stride, reduced arm swing. These aren't just cosmetic changes. They lead to inefficient walking mechanics, meaning the more you walk, the more you reinforce poor alignment, which strains your spine, hips, and knees. And over time, this good habit becomes a path to breakdown. 4. Cardiovascular overexertion without strength gains. Many older adults walk for heart health, and that's good. But long, fast-paced walks, especially in heat or with fatigue, can place excessive demand on the heart without improving functional strength. You might feel exhausted after a 5,000-step walk, but your legs, core, and arms are still no stronger than before. Because walking is low resistance, it doesn't build back the strength that aging takes away. 5. False confidence. This is perhaps the most dangerous outcome of all. Some seniors think, I walk every day, so I must be healthy. But they can't get up from the floor. They can't balance on one leg. They can't carry groceries upstairs without getting winded. They can't stand from a chair without pushing off. Walking does not cover all aspects of aging. And if it becomes your only tool, it may fail you when you need it most. Let me ask you now, quietly, honestly. Have you noticed new aches after long walks, even if you're used to them? Are you walking further, but feeling weaker? Do you tell yourself walking is enough, even though your posture, strength, or balance are getting worse? If so, your body may be signaling. It needs more than walking. It needs smarter movement. And that's what we'll explore next. In the following section, I'll show you the 3 essential things your body actually needs after 70 to stay strong, upright, stable, and mobile. Because aging isn't just about staying active. It's about staying whole. Comment below, I'm ready to move wiser. Because the next part could change not only how you walk, but how long you keep walking, independently and proudly. So we've uncovered the truth. Walking, while helpful, is not enough. And too much of it, especially without balance or strength training, can quietly accelerate the very decline we're trying to avoid. But here's the good news. Your body doesn't need to be punished. It just needs to be supported, intentionally, wisely, and gently. After 70, your body asks for 3 things far more than long-distance walks. 1. Strength training, to preserve muscle and protect bones. Let's start here, not with dumbbells and sweat, but with controlled, consistent muscle activation. After age 30, we lose up to 5% of our muscle mass per decade. By 70, this can mean a 40% loss in strength, unless we train for it. Walking doesn't reverse this, but gentle strength training does. Simple exercises you can do at home. Chair stands, sit to stand without hands. Wall push-ups, to build arm and chest strength. Heel raises, for ankle and calf strength, improving balance. Resistance band rows, to open posture and strengthen the back. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week, can make a dramatic difference. It keeps your legs stable, your arms strong enough to lift yourself, and your core engaged to protect your spine. Most importantly, it helps you stay independent. 2. Balance and coordination, to prevent the falls that end freedom. Here's what most seniors don't realize. Falls don't happen because you trip. Falls happen because your body can't recover fast enough when you do. That's not about walking speed. That's about balance, reflex, and stability. You need to train your nervous system, not just your steps. Gentle exercises to add. Standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Heel to toe walking in a straight line. sidestepping along a wall or counter, Tai Chi or gentle yoga, which improves proprioception and reaction time. These don't burn calories. They build something more valuable, confidence. And when confidence returns, you stop fearing the floor. 3. Flexibility and recovery, to keep joints alive and pain away. Movement that ignores recovery is movement that leads to injury. As we age, our fascia, the connective tissue between muscles, dries out and stiffens. That's why you feel tight, even after a short walk. Why your stride shortens. Why your back starts to round. The solution? Daily stretching for 5 to 10 minutes. Focus on hips, shoulders, and hamstrings. Gentle spinal twists while seated. Neck and shoulder rolls in the morning. Breathing deeply as you move. This isn't laziness. This is maintenance. And it helps your walking feel better, not worse. A new formula for movement after 70. Forget the 10,000 steps. Forget what worked in your 40s. Here's what real longevity movement looks like now. Strength, 2-3x per week, even body weight only. Balance, 5 minutes daily. Stretching, morning or night. Walking, shorter, with purpose, posture, and presence. Let me ask you, are you willing to trade longer walks for longer independence? Can you start adding just one of these practices, not perfectly, but intentionally? Will you move not to prove something, but to preserve what still matters? If your answer is yes, comment below with, I'm choosing strength over steps. And know this, you're not giving up on walking. You're upgrading it. You're moving into a new phase of wisdom, where you don't chase steps. You protect your stride. In the next section, we'll walk through a daily routine, gentle, powerful, and under 15 minutes, that you can begin today. No equipment, no pressure, no guilt, just movement that adds years to your life and life to your years. Stay with me. You're not slowing down. You're just starting to move the way you were always meant to. Now that you understand what your body really needs, strength, balance, and flexibility, let's take it one step further. Because wisdom is not enough without action, and many of you are asking right now, what should I do instead of walking so much? The answer isn't complicated. It's not a gym membership. It's not a boot camp or tracking apps. It's something you can start right now, in your living room, in your slippers, with your breath. Let me guide you through a daily 15-minute movement ritual designed specifically for people over 70. It's not designed to tire you. It's designed to protect you. Minute 1 to 3, gentle warm-up and breath. Start by standing near a chair or wall for support. Slowly roll your shoulders backward 10 times. Turn your head gently from left to right. Breathe deeply. In for 4 seconds, out for 6. Swing your arms side to side gently like a pendulum. Let your body wake up without rush. Minute 4 to 6, functional strength for independence. We're not building muscle for vanity. We're building it for freedom. Chair stands. 1 minute sit in a chair. Stand without using your hands. Sit back down slowly. Repeat for 60 seconds. Rest if needed. Wall push UPS. 1 minute face a wall, hands at shoulder level. Lower yourself in and push out slowly. Feel your chest and arms engage. Heel raises. 1 minute stand tall. Raise both heels slowly. Hold at the top. Lower gently. Builds calves and ankle stability. Minute 7 to 9. Balance work for fall prevention. 1 leg stand. 30 seconds. Each leg hold onto a counter or chair. Stand on 1 leg. Focus your gaze forward. Switch legs. Tandem walk. 1 minute walk in a straight line, heel to toe. Imagine walking on a tightrope. Hold arms out for balance. These aren't exercises. They're rehearsals for safety. They train your body to respond when the world throws you off balance. Minute 10 to 12, flexibility and joint health. Seated forward bend. 1 minute sit tall in a chair. Gently fold forward over your thighs. Let your arms dangle. Feel the stretch in your back and hamstrings. Spinal twist. 1 minute sit in the same chair. Gently twist to the right, placing your left hand on your right thigh. Breathe. Switch sides. Ankle circles. 1 minute, lift 1 foot off the ground. Make slow circles with your ankle. Switch legs. Keeps ankles mobile and blood flowing. Minute 13 to 15. Closing the ritual with stillness. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Place one hand over your chest, one over your belly. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you sit, ask yourself, did I treat my body with kindness today? Did I move like someone who wants to keep moving for years to come? Did I choose wisdom over repetition? This ending moment matters, because how you end movement is how you carry it into the rest of your day, with presence, with control, with quiet strength. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. And if you repeat this rhythm, just 15 minutes a day, you'll feel your posture return, your legs stabilize, your steps become lighter. And most importantly, you'll stop fearing your own body, because it will stop surprising you. Let me ask you this. Will you trade 10,000 anxious steps for 15 minutes of quiet power? Will you honor your age not by pushing harder, but by training smarter? Will you take back movement, not for the sake of motion, but for the sake of life? If your answer is yes, comment below with, I'm moving for strength, not steps. And if this guide gave you clarity or courage, like this video, because someone else, walking themselves into pain, might find a better path right here. Subscribe if you haven't, because every week, we speak not just to your health, but to your hope. In the final section, I'll share how to reframe your relationship with walking, how to do it wisely, meaningfully, and in a way that serves your body, not silently damages it. You don't need to stop walking. You just need to walk with purpose, not pressure. Let's finish strong. Let's be clear. Walking is not the enemy, but like anything, done without balance, without intention, or without understanding, it can quietly do harm. So the question isn't, should I stop walking? It's, how can I walk wisely so it adds to my life instead of subtracting from it? Because after 70, walking should no longer be about counting steps. It should be about preserving your strength, calming your nervous system, and connecting to your environment. So how do we walk with wisdom? Here's how. 1. Shorter walks, done more intentionally. Instead of one long 45-minute walk, break it into 2 15-minute walks or 3 10-minute walks throughout the day. Why? Because your body needs time to recover, realign, and rebalance. Frequent, shorter walks reduce fatigue and inflammation, and they give you a chance to check in with how your body is responding. 2. Walk on softer surfaces when possible. Sidewalks are convenient, but they're brutal on aging joints. Concrete doesn't give, and over time, it wears down cartilage and flares inflammation. Try parks or dirt trails, grass paths, a cushioned indoor track, a firm but forgiving treadmill with handrails if needed. These reduce joint stress and allow your feet, knees, and hips to move more naturally. 3. Focus on posture over pace. What matters now is not how fast you walk, but how aligned you are while doing it. When walking, lift your chest. Keep your chin level, not tucked. Roll your shoulders back. Swing your arms gently, not stiff, not exaggerated. Land mid-foot, not heel first with a stomp. Shorten your stride if balance feels off. This isn't about vanity. It's about spinal protection, balance stability, and preserving core strength through every step. 4. Listen to your body, not a step counter. You are not a machine. You are not a Fitbit. If your knees feel sore halfway through, it's not weakness, it's wisdom whispering. If your breath shortens, don't push, pause and breathe. The goal isn't to beat yesterday. The goal is to feel stronger tomorrow. And sometimes, the strongest choice is knowing when enough is enough. 5. Walk with a purpose, not just as a prescription. Here's what changes everything. Walk to see your neighborhood, not just to move. Walk to greet the sky, not just to finish a loop. Walk to breathe deeper, Notice more, soften the mind. Turn your walks into a ritual, not a requirement. A form of connection, not just correction. Let me ask you, have you ever returned from a walk feeling more pain than peace? Have you judged yourself for not walking enough, even when your body was tired? Have you ever walked without truly being present, just moving out of obligation? If so, you deserve something better. And now you have it. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Your value isn't measured in steps. It's measured in presence. And presence can't be tracked, but it can be felt in your breath, your bones, your spirit. So walk, but walk with care. Walk with grace. Walk with the wisdom you've earned. If this video helped reframe your relationship with walking, comment below with, I walk with purpose, not pressure. Like this video if you now understand that movement is not about doing more. It's about doing what truly serves you. And subscribe, because every week we go deeper into the choices that extend not just your lifespan, but your strength, your clarity, your peace. You don't have to keep walking the way you always have. You just have to keep walking with intention. You've earned that, and your body will thank you, not with pain, but with years. You've heard it your whole life. Keep moving. Walk every day. 10,000 steps a day keeps the doctor away. But now you know the truth. After 70, movement is not just about motion. It's about meaning. And walking, when done out of fear, habit, or pressure, can quietly become a ritual of depletion. But walking with intention, that becomes a ritual of restoration. We are not against walking. We are against overwalking without balance. We are against ignoring pain to chase numbers. We are against movement that robs you instead of returning strength to you. Because the body you have now, the one that's carried you through every joy, every grief, every hard-won decade, deserves better than just repetition. It deserves careful strength, balanced rhythm, a wise blend of rest and challenge. Here's the truth. You do not need to prove your value by walking longer than your neighbor. You do not need to carry guilt if you don't hit a step goal. You do not need to fear slowing down, as long as you are moving with purpose. Because the quality of your movement will always matter more than the quantity. Let me leave you with this. If you want to live well past 80, 90, or even 100, you don't need to move more. You need to move smarter. You need muscles that support your frame, balance that prevents the fall, joints that don't resent you, and a body that works in harmony with your spirit. And none of that comes from walking alone. So take what you've learned today, try the routine, reflect on your relationship with movement, and most importantly, begin. Even with one small change, even with one better step, even with one deep breath before you take your next walk. Because each day you choose wisdom over repetition, you are not just preserving your years, you are honoring your life. If this message shifted your mindset, comment below with, I choose wisdom in how I move. Let it be your declaration, to yourself and to others who may still be walking themselves into pain they don't understand. Like this video if you believe movement after 70 should empower, not exhaust. Subscribe for weekly insights that speak not just to your body, but to your worth, your longevity, and the years still ahead of you. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are aging. You are learning. You are awakening. And now, you are moving forward the wise way.